Hey guys, what's going on? Ben here. So, fun video today. It's going to be just a face-to-face video, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Topps, Panini, and breaking in general. So, this is just my thoughts on it. I have been, like I've said before, I've been in the hobby for a long time, um, probably 15 years. I know I'm not that old, but I've been in the hobby for a long time. I even did some breaks on YouTube going back like 11, 12 years. So I've been doing this for a while. And I just want to talk about Topps first, Panini second, and then just breaking a little bit last. Not going to get too deep into breaking because we could talk. That's a whole nother video. But first, I just want to go over all these products and just how crazy some of the prices are. Some things that I'm seeing in general. Someone with a sealed wax collection who has bought, stuff from Blowout in 2017 for, getting 5 hobby boxes for $100, and I know that's never going to happen again, but it's getting really out of hand, and a lot of it is because of breaking. I know breakers love to try to point the finger a different direction. But the reality is a lot of it is because of breaking. The prices would not be this high without breaking. And while breaking is essential for the hobby to grow the way people want it to grow, it is not regulated in a good way or at all. And that's an issue. That's a big issue. And I've gotten a breaking before. I got into some breaks before I was 18. Looking back on it now, I'm 28. I don't think I should have been able to do that. It is gambling. It is a gateway to gambling, and it is a tough line to draw, but you got to draw it somewhere. And so that's going to be an obstacle coming up soon. But let's look at Topps first. So I wanted to go over Topps's some of their products and kind of what they've been showing recently. So this is currently the front, not the front page, but the releases of Topps and their products. Now, I will say Topps and Fanatics, they've done a really good job at pricing out where their cards and their boxes should be. I'm not saying I agree with it, but why wouldn't they charge $280 for Topps Chrome basketball if people are going to sell out in 1 minute? And then next year for Topps Chrome basketball, people are going to be surprised that it's $315, $350. No, you shouldn't be surprised, because when a product sells out in a minute, they're a company. They have, there's no surprise there that they're going to raise the price next year when there was a demand that high. One of the few missed marks recently was the tennis drop. Really cool that they did this, because I think it's neat to have different sports. They had the tennis Chrome Sapphire, which kind of flopped. This one had a better checklist, better autos. They still charged a bit much, so $190 for tennis. When you're, I think, is it 2 autos maybe, but still, that's too much for tennis. And the rest, I'm fine with the rest that are on here, honestly, because a lot of that stuff is really stuff that should be available to people. Like all this, these are blasters. A lot of this should be available. People want to buy it because it's for that type of thing. So I'm not going to pick on Topps as much today. And I know I praised Panini in my last video with the Turkish Airlines. I'm gonna go into them a little bit. So let's go here. Let's go to Panini and take a look at them. We're gonna do that right now. And yeah, so this is their current page section of their products. And Panini, one thing that stands out, first of all, is this Boys of Summer baseball. So I looked at the checklist. I looked at the product beforehand. I was going to try to put a video out specifically before it came out, but I didn't. I am not surprised at all this is still sitting on here. I mean, this is a $300 unlicensed product where I think, at least what I've seen, at least 90% of autographs are not on card. They're all on stickers. And 90 to, it might be 100% of the mems are not from any specific event, game, whatever. So baseball fans, especially, we do not like that. Football and basketball might tolerate that more, but baseball collectors do not tolerate that. And so this product's going to stay. This is a product that you'll see come Black Friday be down, and all that stuff. It's just not a good product. It's better, I guess, than Capstone, but that's not hard to do at all. So, some other things that are really, way overpriced. You can see Panini just a lot. They've been doing a lot worse at pricing out their products. I mean, some of these are just nuts down here. All this, in the 250, 450. I mean, the Turkish Airlines, same thing. That'll go down in Black Friday too. And even Chronicles Racing, that's a cool product. I would maybe think about ribbon or something, but not at $120 for racing. There's no market for that. This is kind of funny. I don't know if you guys saw this, but we got this is the Iowa mascot, and it's a whole box dedicated to him. Who wants that? Who wants that? And are they sneaking Caitlin Clark autos in there? And that's why I don't know. I've looked at it and I don't see Caitlin Clark, but maybe that's why. Apparently, there's just 50 cards a pack, 2 packs per box, and it's a 100 card set, and that's what you get. So, really weird one. They got a credit union down there as a sponsor. I don't know. It's a weird thing that they're posting. That'll be a $10 box or less in a year or less. So Panini is just, their stuff's been way expensive. You even got in this instant, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but this is Panini Instant, and they basically do the exact same thing Topps Now does, but a little cheaper in my opinion. It's just they basically every time it's just a snakeskin different parallel, and that's the only difference with the in-game shots. But they also have these logo men, which I looked, and you can see here these are all still available. That means these dropped and no one bought them up immediately, and they're still sitting. So these have probably been sitting for a couple days or a day or two. And they do say, so if you click on one, I'll click on this Jet Howard, for example. You can click on it and you can come down, and it does say, please note the Logo Man patches are not game worn or player worn. So these are Logo Men from, who knows, from the, the rack. So just something to look at. Some of the instant stuff's cool, but just watch out, everyone. It's rough out there. These companies, they're really trying to just make money and screw over the little guy for sure. And then lastly, I just want to talk about breaking a little bit. So I think it's a deeper topic that I think as a community we have to explore a little bit more and find out, what are these breakers' margins? I think some of that, I'm not expecting to see tax returns, but I think we need to know what breakers are, profiting, because it's profiting off of people who are, don't necessarily have a ton of money and maybe don't always know what they're getting into. So I think it'd be good to know. I'm not saying a breaker is expected to lose money. I know there's full-time breakers, but it's hard for, I think, an everyday person to comprehend how does a person breaking cars make money. And I think that'd be an interesting topic. And on that note, I thought this would be interesting to just look at really quick. So I just typed in sports car breaks to Indeed. Not signed in, not in a specific place. This is just basically the US and relevance. And you can see, there are breaker spots. I'll just scroll here, but there are literally jobs from $22 an hour, 20 to 35 an hour. Again, these are not all breaking, but like trading card streamer. These are legitimate jobs, sports card breaker and streamer. These are legitimate, the breaker. All this stuff is it's interesting. It's a part of the hobby that is interesting to me, and just how does this work? I'd love to get an inside look at some of this from some of those breakers and see that, and but yeah, tell me what you guys think. I think it's an interesting discussion, and I think it's worth continuing to talk about, and I think we all realize to some extent that there needs to be regulations. But yeah, what does that look like? What does that look like? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, subscribe for more content like this. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit here and there. I'll have another mail day coming up soon, but otherwise, I will see you guys on the next one.